What's good, Moto fam? JD here with Supercross.com, and today I have with me Mr. John Short out of Central Texas. How you doing, boss man?
Oh, I'm great. We're here in Salt Lake and enjoying this beautiful atmosphere and scenery. It's cool up here, all the mountains and everything. It's awesome.
Yes, it is. So, the Wasatch Front this time of the year, dude. People love. Well, not just people. I'm a really big fan of snow-capped mountains on into May, almost into June. And the thing about it is I mean, this race, uh, other years, like it's pretty much snowed or gotten really cold during that time. So it's not uncommon to still get snow in the mountains for sure right now.
Yeah, no, I noticed that we went mountain biking earlier, and you could see snow on a little bit higher up in the mountains, and especially whatever those the skate, basically the snow parks where the
Mhm.
half quarter pipes are, all that. And
Yep.
I didn't realize how steep those were, by the way. Where well, with Sean Waite's doing 1080s and whatever. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when the snow does go, those stay open, and people just they'll put their bike on the back of uh, the lift, the ski lift, and just take it up to the top and just come on down. And so might be something to think about after the summer's over with.
Oh yeah. No, we were hoping there'd be a lift open or something when we have a 10-day break,
Uh
racing the
huh.
lights class. So try and do something out of the ordinary. I've never been downhill and biking, so be cool.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I wanted, if we can, to just introduce you to the page. Let's talk a little bit about before up till now, just so people can kind of get a feel for you. I have your Instagram handle. Everybody, you want to follow John? He does some really good giveaways. We were just talking about his page, and so while he's in town, his story's gonna be cooking. He might show off Salt Lake a little bit, but he's gonna be posting some good stuff, and so you want to give him a follow. So John, let's start out. Okay, tell us when you first started riding, and then kind of take us from there up to the lights on what different bikes you've been on at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm John Short, 25 years old, Pilot Point, Texas. Lived there my whole life. And, I started out probably like most people did. My father had a dirt bike, got me a PW50 and a bicycle at the same time. I learned how to ride the dirt bike first. So basically, my whole life, I wasn't ever serious, but we rode dirt bikes for fun, family trips, camping, just local stuff. When I kept riding through 50s, 60s, got to super minis, and I was like, man, this at that time I was racing off-road events locally, and I was pretty serious, and where we were racing was pretty family oriented. So I was thinking, man, let's do some motocross. Let's see if we can race Loretta Lands. And I kind of started to transition to really be a more serious racer, goal oriented, and did Loretta's and super mini on a Kawasaki. Did the schoolboy and 125 class one year
Okay.
on a Honda and a Yamaha, and then just kind of worked my way up. I did a year in the B class on Hondas. I did a pro year on Yamahas at Loretta's,
Mm-hmm.
and with decent success. I never won anything, but at Loretta's, I had a moto medal and some top fives, but I never was the guy winning. Just right behind those guys. So, 2014, I did my first pro race after Loretta's.
Okay.
Ironman. Actually, I did Indiana and Ironman, but Indiana was that first year. It was a mud hole, just swamp. Uh, I don't count that because I spent most of my day digging my bike out of mud
Yeah.
holes. But
Yeah.
so I did those two races on the lights bike. The following season, I didn't race Supercross. I got hurt, but I did some outdoor nationals on a 450. Real low budget. Bought a bike, uh, threw some suspension on it, and went in a van racing. Did 5 of them. So
Nice.
the following season, I got a little more support. 2016, I did my first year of Supercross on Yamahas. It's always kind of been the same deal, just a real low key program, just a close group of people that kind of helped me get there.
Right.
Uh, Didn't have any great success either that first year, but I did some outdoor nationals and started to kind of find my stride, scoring some points, got a national number. And then every year since then, I've kind of just chipped away, got a little better. 2017, I rode Suzuki's. That was my second season, Supercross.
Okay.
Made a handful of main events. Did pretty well outdoors. Never rode a full season of outdoors, but just rode the ones I could afford. And then, say 2018, I really kind of broke out a little bit, I feel like, for me. Was top 10 to the East Coast Series on a Yamaha for Ted Parks, Fly Racing,
Mm-hmm.
Had some top 10 rides. I really kind of started to find my own in Supercross. So, because, growing up, I never rode Supercross like kids do now. They're growing up riding Supercross while they're amateurs. And my first year Supercross in 2016, I rode 2 months before the season on Supercross, 8 weeks. And that was the extent of my entire Supercross knowledge and experience bundled in 2 months. So I've had a little bit of a steep, learning curve compared to most guys.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads me into, last season, 2019, went to Minneapolis. That'd be, my fourth season, lights Supercross, and had some bike issues first round, and was like, man, I just need a change. And that's where I started riding the Hondas. And, a day before Dallas Supercross, I hopped on a Honda, and then, made most every main event, and made the shootout in Vegas, got some confidence, and then went into that outdoor national season last year. And I felt like I kind of really found some more success and some confidence, and had a handful of top 10 overalls and some really good motos, some good starts, and kind of found that confidence and belief in myself. And so, that's kind of up until this leads me up into this season. 2020, I got some support from Man Luck Racing, and we're racing the 250 East Coast Series. We did the first 2 rounds, Tampa and Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I felt great on the bike. Results were so-so, but that's just how it goes sometimes. But where we're at right now, we had the quarantine. We had to quit racing, and I think a lot of people took some time off, and rightfully so. You never know when we're going racing, but I never really quit riding and training. I did some things that were fun to me. I went and rode some 2-strokes, rode corner tracks, kind of brought it down a little bit, and did some simpler things, rode some, little off-road courses, just whatever. I kept riding though, kept training, and I did some riding schools. And my good buddy Mitchell Oldenburg moved back to Texas, and that was about 2 months ago, I'd say. And he was like, no, he's like, man, let's practice, let's get ready for Supercross. So you think they're doing it? And he goes, I don't know, but we might as well be ready if they do. So I had that probably 4 weeks where I rode moto, got some Supercross suspension a couple months ago, and me and him have just been knocking out motos and riding and training just as if we're going racing. And then we got the call, a week and a half ago, saying we're going. So I feel like I'm pretty prepared. I guess we'll see those Sunday. See how the well, it's all, so it's awesome.
Good, man. Good job. Concise. Way to go. I like it. Actually, though, I want to say, is Chase is Chase just to the side of you?
Steve and Chase are upstairs cooking dinner or something.
I heard the plates clanking, and I was like, oh, they're like right beside him. And so you can hear their video games and their plates. You can tell them, cut it, just shh.
Yeah, for sure. I'll let them know if it gets loud again. I apologize.
No, they're those boys are cool. Like I said, I even went out to hang out with Chase some in Oklahoma City, so it was cool. He's all right with me. I like Chase. He's good people.
Yeah, I've gone up with Rick a little bit, stayed at his house. So
yeah. Oh, so you know how like they've got the big huge barn like right beside the house?
Yeah.
When I came up, it was like, it wasn't like strict quarantine time, but it was starting to get in the middle of it, right? And so Like we pretty much just hung out in the barn, so I wasn't like going inside because I know everybody thought he's traveling, he's bringing the
Yeah,
Rona to this house, get him out of here, right? So
yeah. No, it's weird coming up here to Utah, man. In Texas, I hadn't seen a mask in a month. Up here I went to Whole Foods and I was the only one without a mask, and I'm just feel like the oddball out. So it's crazy.
that's
The
Salt Lake
difference.
County though. That's Salt Lake County. I'm in the county south of that. Dude, there's not near as many masks down this way. Not saying there shouldn't be. It's just you can go to Salt Lake County and you see people with a mask on in their own car by themselves. I still
All
hadn't
day
figured that one out yet, right?
we went mountain biking, came back hanging around, so I just went cruising up and down the street on the mountain bike, and car after car, mask on while they're driving with their windows up. That's just weird. I don't see that every day. So
Oh man. Well, nothing wrong with being precautious, but
no,
I
oh, not about it.
okay, so I wanted to also let's kind of talk about, you know, now that you're in town, right? You're here for a few weeks. Are there any big plans you're making during that little break time?
Yeah, we haven't like said, hey, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, but
Yeah.
I do know while I'm here, once racing starts Sunday, we'll have a quick 3 races, so it'll
Mm-hmm.
be all really just race oriented. But during that time where they race West Coast Supercross, the Lights East guys will have 10 days. So
Right.
me and Chase talked about going, downhill biking, doing something that we wouldn't normally get to do, or going and checking out one of the big mines, or I don't know, just seeing whatever Salt Lake has to offer while we're here. Go hiking.
I got y'all. Actually, I I'll make sure nobody gets hurt, but you'll have a good time. I promise you.
That's what I like to hear.
It'll be good. It'll be good. So, what I wanted to do now is, if we can, let's talk a little bit more about the bike and then sponsors that you got. Everybody's getting a chance to bring, just a couple of people. So, do you have
Yeah.
anybody coming into town with you? Let's kind of catch up on that stuff a little bit.
um, well, like I said, it's myself, Steve, our head mechanic, and Chase staying at the Airbnb
Mm-hmm.
for a good portion of the first week or two. It's just going to be us three. Jim and Redane, our motor builder, suspension guys, are going to kind of come in and out. Um, I was hoping my girlfriend was going to be able to make it. She normally comes all to most of the races, kind of helps me with my nutrition and stuff. Unfortunately, but she's got a hectic schedule at work right now and just can't make it. But my buddy Chase, or Chris Kaysen, I'm sorry, he's going to come down actually and help the team drive the truck back. So he's going to come down, during that 10-day break. He's going to drive one of our spare vehicles up, hang out, have a good time, help us at the last 2 races, and then help us drive home, because we drove up in the semi, just 3 of us, and Steve, I think, is really the only one who's got enough experience to be driving the semi around. So he's going to come up and help us and probably have a good time in the process. But
Okay. Okay.
to be, I don't really have anybody coming up, but there's plenty of people here I know that we can have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Fun.
before we cover the sponsors part, I was going to ask you. So a few days ago, you had your post out, and it was like your the military appreciation kit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fly kit. Dude, where'd you get that one? What did people think about it? Like, that one was cool. I like that one.
Yeah, I think the whole bike looks good. The gear combo, Defy Graphics, they've done a good job with our graphics all year. They're a huge supporter of the team.
Okay.
But they came out with a pretty cool military scheme. So I have got the digital camo graphics, and then obviously that the Army Green Fly Racing gear kind of goes with it. That's probably one of my favorite kits from the season, just because it really
Dude, it was
pops.
dope, man. It was
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a good little setup this year, because Fly's got that red carbon helmet, and then I've got the black and red CDs, and it kind of, you got the top red, the bottom red, you can sandwich it with the camo, so
Yeah.
it looks great.
Okay. I don't want to forget about sponsors. Is there anybody that we want to show some love to? I want to make sure we tag them. We want to make sure they get some attention here.
For sure. No, I've got a great great group of guys that have helped me over the years. I mean, even if they're not necessarily helping me this season, like this season wouldn't be possible without everybody's support. Currently, I'm racing for Manlek Racing, Maxim Honda, and we've got a great umbrella of sponsors with us. We've got Merge Racing; those guys got the bike tuned in great. ODI, X Brand, Fly Racing, CD, and all the team's associate sponsors. Firepower, and then of course a lot of my personal sponsors that continue to help me out. The McWhorter brothers. Eddie Lee, Sheet Metal, CCR Transportation. The list honestly goes on and on. X Brand's been with me for a few seasons now. I could sit here probably all day and ramble on, but
that's a good thing though, dude. Like to have that many people in your corner, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, like even this season, Ronnie Prado started helping me out a little bit, and everybody who's helped me out, they know who they are, and I'm super appreciative because even if you helped me out back in 2014, like that had to happen for me to get where I am. So I understand that, and I'm super appreciative of everyone's support.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, hey, so you guys are out riding tomorrow. I told Chase, dude, and Benny, like when you get back, hit me up because I know where you're new in town. You might not get out as much. I can take care of that part. So if you're not too tired, because dude, that's gonna be like I'm getting ready to take my nephew halfway there. My brother lives in Vernal, and so I'm meeting. I'm taking my nephew back halfway. The place is called Duchesne, but man, we were there on Sunday having Sunday dinner with him. By the time you drive, to 3 hours, 2.5 hours out there, and then back, the day gets long, whether you want it to or not. But if you get back and you're hungry and you want us to get out, let me know, and then I'll come over that way. Figure food would be right with all the clanking I'm hearing back there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm downstairs too. They're upstairs in the kitchen. All are telling me it's dinner time, but I'll catch you.
No, man, I won't keep you, John. Dude, I appreciate the time, man.
No, honestly, this is cool. I haven't done really any Skype video chat stuff like this, so it's awesome. I'm glad to be on here.
Oh, good. Let's get you in front of the page, man. We're pulling for you. Put out the content. If you're doing a giveaway, this page loves giveaways. So, and maybe we can do like one together if you want.
No, if you have any ideas for any cool giveaways, I know most of my sponsors are obviously all about doing a giveaway with their products and trying to incorporate it. So let's get it going.
All right, John. Okay, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, I appreciate it. You have a good day.
Yeah, man. Later.